27 million Americans choose horseback riding as a leisure time activity. More and more are choosing the Tennessee walking horse as their horse of choice. The Tennessee walking horse has no equal in at least two areas: smoothness of ride and disposition. The walking horse is a pleasure horse. You may see him on trail rides, carrying his rider leisurely across a summer meadow, or as a show ring competitor. The Tennessee Walking Horse Breeders and Exhibitors Association and Middle Tennessee State University provide this presentation which highlights the Tennessee walking horse. Conformation, health and care of the walking horse, its handling, and a knowledge of its beautiful gaits for which it has received such recognition. The basic natural gait for the Tennessee walking horse is the flat foot walk. It is a 4-beat gait. Although all horses perform a basic 4-beat walk, the Tennessee walking horse performs this gait much faster, smoother, and covers more ground. The sequence of feet leaving and striking the ground are the right rear, right front, left rear, and left front. You notice that the Tennessee walking horse 4-beat flat foot walk contains a considerable amount of overstride. It is more extreme than in other horses. This provides for the smoothness of gait so valued for the Tennessee walking horse. The running walk is also a 4-beat gait. It has the same stride sequence as the flat foot walk, but at a faster speed. When other horses are accelerated beyond a flat walk, they trot, pace, or rack, or show some variation of a 4-beat gait. The Tennessee walking horse maintains the same gait at accelerated speed. The head motion is characteristic of the Tennessee walking horse in both the flat foot walk and the running walk. The running walk is the gait that has made this breed so famous. The third natural gait is the 3-beat canter. When on the right lead, the sequence of feet striking the ground is the left hind, followed by the simultaneous left front and rear hind, and the third beat is the right front. On the left lead, the left front leg and shoulder extend farther forward in each stride sequence. The left rear also extends farther in each sequence. Conformation, in simple terms, is what an animal is made of and how it's put together. When we evaluate conformation of the walking horse, our goal is to compare each individual to the ideal or standard of the breed. Realizing there is no perfect conformation, we can always seek to find it nonetheless. There are 7 general components of conformation. The first is breed character. Every Tennessee walking horse should look like a member of the breed. The second is balance. Balance is blending of parts together in a symmetrical form to maximize the horse's potential to become an athlete. Our third component is structural correctness. That is, the functional design of the horse, primarily correctness of legs to maintain soundness throughout the horse's lifetime. The fourth component is muscling. A long, flowing muscle pattern is a desired characteristic. The fifth component is sex character. Quite simply, a stallion needs to look masculine, a mare needs to look feminine, and a gelding somewhere in between. The sixth component of conformation is quality. All light horse breeds seek the refinement, conditioning, and character of presence. The final component is general appearance. The horse needs to be pleasing to the eye. Simply a pretty individual. And now Dr. Dave Whitaker, horse specialist at Middle Tennessee State University, will describe further the components of conformation.
As we look at the head of this Tennessee walking horse stallion, we see not only breed character effectively expressed, but also sex character. The breed character of this particular horse is that he shows a very triangular shaped head. He's deep in his jaw, and we see that this triangle tapers to his muzzle. This is opposed to a rectangularly shaped head, or one that is coarse through the nose, or one that is Roman nose. Here, looking at the head from the front, we see a very bold and expressive eye. We see alert, expressive ears that show interest in the surroundings of the horse. The stallion is very expressive in terms of breed character, and we only have to look once at the head to know that this is a stallion of the Tennessee Walking Horse breed. We also like to see some width between the eyes of our horses, regardless of sex. This is an indication of brain capacity and hopefully intelligence. Here we see the throat latch of this horse. We'd like to see this be a very clean, supple area in order for our horse to be able to flex at the pole and set up in the bridle. We'd like to see that throat latch attached nicely into a very arched neck, a neck that comes highly out of the shoulder and sets high on top of the withers. This neck blends in very effectively to a very long, deep shoulder. We see a shoulder here that is very nicely muscled with long flowing muscle. We see the slope of this shoulder to be about 52 to 55 degrees, which approximates the ideal. We also see on this horse a very nice withers, a very prominent withers, one that will be ideal in terms of keeping our saddle in place. As we look at the side of the horse, one of the first things that we evaluate is the depth of chest. We like to see a horse that has some depth and capacity. A horse that has some depth and capacity has a lot of lung and heart capacity. We also like to have a short saddle carrying back, a short powerful loin as is pointed out here. And we also like to see a long croup, one that is medium in slope, neither too flat nor too sloping. As we look at the overall body of the horse, we'd like to see him divided approximately in 1/3 from the front of the chest of the horse to the girth area, from the girth area back to the rear flank, and from the rear flank to the back of the quarter should be another 1/3 in order to balance up the body of this horse. We like to see a long hip on this horse. If we're going to have these horses that can really walk off their back ends, there's going to have to be some muscle to propel this horse, and so we like to again see volume and strength of muscling in the rear quarter. As we look at the back leg of this horse, we're interested in the Tennessee Walking Horse of having some angulation expressed in the design of the back leg. As is pointed out here, we like to see the horse slope from the stifle to the hock and from the hock to the ground. This enables a horse with this type angulation to be able to walk up under himself and have the overstride that we're after. This horse in the opposite view is a very cone-shaped quartered horse. The horse is straight from the stifle down to the hock and from the hock to the ground. We see in this particular horse, the front legs, we're after a large square knee to give this horse some durability and stoutness. If we drop the line out of the shoulder of the horse, it should bisect the forearm, the knee, the cannon bone, the fedlock joint, the pastern, and the hoof. Coming out of this large square knee, we'd like to see a cannon bone that drops directly out of the center of that knee and down to the fedlock joint. As we view the horse from the rear, again, we're after structural correctness from this angle. We'd like to see the horse as straight and correct as possible. One of the things we view from the rear in terms of the body, we'd like to see the widest part of the horse be through the stifle as pointed out here. As we look at the back leg, the back cannon should drop directly out of the hock joint. In hocks, we'd like to see hocks here that are set wide apart, that don't point toward each other, which is a cowhock effect. Here we see the horse walk off, and he's sure a free-moving kind of horse. In this particular foal, we see a horse that's rather round in his muscle pattern, and we see, as a result of this muscle pattern, a horse that's rather short-strided both in front and behind. This horse does not have the potential of this colt here, who is a very loose muscle pattern colt, but one that is very loose and supple in his every movement. This horse has the potential to grow up and be a very free-moving walking horse.